And we are back. I apologize. Sean and I were talking in the war room, and we missed the opportunity to start the stream for the championship between Team Stefen and Team Arndt. Again, I apologize. So I am back. Sean is somewhere. But in the meantime, it looks like I'm going to be joined by our friend, Mike Henneberry.
Give me a brew. Where's a brew?
And Mike's headset is coming on right now.
And now I'm live with the illustrious Brett Brisson.
Absolutely. So, Mike, thank you for joining us.
And we have our first couple rocks in the game coming out now.
Yep. As you can see right now, we have yellow counting 1 for a second. And now it's 2 red. And I will leave Mike in charge of the commentary while I go get a drink. So 2 red. We just got started. Again, this is Arndt versus Stefen in the finals. The first end underway.
Vinny throwing the second rock for Team Arndt. And it's a takeout on one of the reds in the house at the top of the house. Looks like no issues. He made it past the guard, and a nice takeout with a little bit of a rollover.
Nice. It's a nice result early on.
Right, because he's left his off kind of in the edge where it's barely worth chasing. Always nice to have. Now the formidable AJ Hippeas takes the hack. Preparing to take out the yellow that was just thrown, and now out counts the 1 red in the house.
And AJ has played really well tonight. In his first match, he was right on.
They're sweeping right out of his hand, however, this time.
I think that's because of the call. It looks like it's nice, good weight for takeout. Is it online?
He is absolutely online. Perfect.
I'm just curious. I like to know.
This is all information. You got 30.
All right, Team Arndt's second. Vinny is about to throw his second rock. And he's going to try and probably double the 2 red stones that are right next to each other over in the 12-foot.
Does the alignment look right for that?
They're sweeping to try and control it, but no, he has done it. Double, nice. And he's ends up on the button, or not on the button, in the 4-foot.
Yeah, let's put it this way. You guys didn't play well.
So early on, we have just the 1 yellow stone in the house.
It's somewhat guarded, but a nice control takeout will easily get around. That's very high guard.
Absolutely. The curl tonight has been really solid. I mean, Mike, you were watching the first draw. What did you think of the curl tonight on the ice?
Well, it was telling, Britt, at the end of one of the last games, Craig had asked for less ice, and his vice, Joel, just looked at him and refused to move the broom. And in practice, Joel was 100% right. The curl was just so that severe that it was kind of beyond what you'd ever really think was possible.
And just was like what you were saying, the guard was high, but there was plenty of room there, and that takeout is successful.
Absolutely. Now it's Scott Funston attempts to return the favor with the same shot.
Well, then he's telling her what to throw.
And it looks a little narrow from my point of view, but I could be wrong.
Sweepers are on it, but they don't seem worried.
Here comes the play. It's by the guard. That's all that matters.
Absolutely beautiful.
So we're at a
Just
point now.
nuzzled that guard as it went by.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're at a point now where if they're going to trade off like this, it's going to reach a point where it's not beneficial to do the take. Eventually, they're going to get to a point where the draw behind is the preferred call.
Right. But I think one more round of takeout is in order, and here it is. Joel
Probably.
Lineker makes his attempt. AJ has hit the... Oh, no. Supers come up. And he is kind of a little bit wide. So he has made the takeout, but he's spilled himself.
And he is spilled completely out.
Built to spill. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, Scott Funson is going to try and draw behind the yellow guard, presumably. Looks a little bit hot out of his hand, but we'll see.
It's all about the curl right now, and no one has curled on sheet B before now, so...
It's true, and speaking of curl, it has not swung the way sheet A did on the game prior to this one. And indeed, it was heavy, and I believe... No, it's stuck around in the back of the 12-foot.
Is just a biter right now.
It's in the back. It's a backbiter, it's technically down.
Absolutely.
Joel looks like he's looking to sit on that one in the back. No, it's got more weight. It's a takeout. Could
Either
flash,
way, it's
though.
good. As long as it hits a stone, either way, it's good.
Oh, it's going to come down.
It is slowing down. It is going to be well short of the stone and not in line.
And not mine. Yeah, that was a bit of the sleepers were a little a sweep at the wheel there.
Yeah. But Justin's coming down right now, and he has a takeout here. And takeouts were Justin's forte in Game 1. So, I mean, his team made a
Game
living.
1, Game 2, Game 3, and Game 4 probably.
Probably.
Justin likes his takeouts.
He's exceptional at them. But his whole team in Game 1 was just dead on removing stones. So here we go. It's coming into view.
Oh, probably a good roll. Oh, rolled a little. It's exposed.
It's exposed, but in terms of a double, it's really tough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, there's a double possible, but it's nothing you'd bet money on, that's for sure.
Agreed.
But from the broom, it looks more like what they're going to attempt is to hit that yellow rock that's touching the 4-foot on the left side and roll behind the high guard rather than go for the double.
Well, I think that's a smarter play in the long run.
Oh, absolutely. The double was a bit of a chimera.
Absolutely. If the double's there, fantastic. But the more important part is to have your stone around and protected. They're around the guard. They've over-curled for the first stone. They're just going to clip the second one on their way out, which isn't all bad, but not the result they wanted. And so now Justin will come down with a stone still biting the 4-foot, and you got to think he's going to guard this, right?
I wonder if he's staying. Yeah, no, he's
So, Mike, you gotta think he's guarding us, right?
I would think so, yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think he may be trying to put another one in. Look at that broom, Britt.
Well,
It isn't curling as much as it had some of the other sheets, but that's a tight. No, he's thrown guard weight, I think.
Agreed, though. No one has thrown on sheet B tonight, so you have to wonder each shot in the first end.
And
But
it
definitely looks like guard weight.
And he clipped his own. Actually, you know what? I think it was a T weight, whether he meant to throw that or not. So, but he's basically wiped himself out. Now there's a cry in the warm room for them to blank the end. And
Too early.
A bit early, but if you're playing a long chess game, I suppose.
I guess if you're playing the long game, I wouldn't be worried about a blank right now.
If you have confidence it's going to be a highly accurate game, and it's worth doing at this point.
Which is what Craig Stefen played in the first game. They were back and forth the whole game, so I see that.
That's true.
Let's see where this stone goes. Definitely take out weight.
Probably going to hit the guard.
Well, let's see how it curls. Coming into view right now. Yes, it does.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Yellow, get into a biter. It is.
Oh.
And Justin Arndt turns a slightly missed shot by poor Craig.
Craig, who makes the universal, is putting his hands around his throat in the universal sign of choking, as he chokes on the reality of giving his opponent an extra rock.
And the end result is 2 yellow. All right, let's switch cameras.
All the way down. It was going opposite the hand. It was probably the best delivery I had.
All right, we're now looking at near B. Well, I'll put you on the bar houses for now.
All right.
Brian Walker has the lead duties for Justin Arndt, and he's going to look to set a guard.
Out of my head, I'm like, all right, so we gave two. I at least got one of them. And then coming over here, it's like, that's going to
Ooh, sweeper's on it right away.
Super's on it, but it's got plenty of weight. Actually, they're a little overzealous. Should be a guard all on its own. Maybe in fact. No.
Looks like it might end
It is
well.
a lovely center guard, a purebred, a thoroughbred center guard.
He's run that center line like nobody's been there. Either touching it or like getting shots at it.
And looks like the Craig is called a corner guard.
We never made the draw. I wish I would have a lot of second.
No.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Whoever wants to leave.
Take over. You take over after this ends.
All right.
Well, I could definitely use a momentary break. I'm going to hand over the mic to Sean Main, who's going to bring us in with Mike Henneberry. So, Sean, take it over.
All right. Well, Brian Walker, the lead.
Something tells me I'm not going to see Britt again tonight.
I'll be back.
Anyway,
Hey, wait, that's Britt's
so that was an unfortunate break for Craig. Instead of just giving up the one, he ended up promoting them for two. I wasn't looking at the end setup that well, but why didn't he come the other way for that hit instead of coming from the center?
Not sure.
Okay.
It seemed like he had that option. Maybe he just liked that turn
Okay.
better.
Okay. Yep. Maybe they played that line. I wasn't paying that much attention as I was not on the mic.
Second shot over here on the right. It looks a little bit hot.
No, it doesn't look too hot. I don't know what they're trying to do. Oh, they're trying to draw behind?
Trying to draw behind, and they may.
Oh, it is a little hot. You're right about that. And it'll stick in the back. It will actually stay a shot. I think so, yep. I'm pretty sure it is. They're checking it out. But with him being up 2, he's just going to draw around. And it's a strategy that has worked for him in the first game, and why not continue it here? Put up your center guards, draw behind, make them have to score. If you can keep on putting the pressure on, make them have to score.
Vinny's let his shot go. It's looking a little bit hot also. Hotter than the last one.
Oh yeah, they're asking it for the back. I don't know if it's going to even come back to the back of the red there. Might skirt on by.
He's able to,
Now he's going to touch it. Okay.
All right, he's separated a little bit from it.
Well, he's now 1-2, but early enough in the game where Craig is just going to not even worry about trying to clear out them center guards and just draw around. Unconventional for having the hammer, but the way it has been going for him, he is thinking not to clear out the center. He's just going to use those guards to try to draw around it and see what happens.
Yeah, and after all, there are 3 lined up. It'd be tough to get rid of.
This will be on the back, and he will sit. Oh boy, no, he overcurled it, and he is still the shot rock. Oh no, maybe not. No, he's not. He might not even be second shot. But again, early enough in the end, if you're doing this strategy, it doesn't matter if you're shot right now. So you're the fact that there's in the back is helping you with hammer, but the fact that you're playing the center is not helping you with hammer. So take the good with the bad here.
Vinny's second shot is looking good weight-wise.
It's gonna oh, it ticks off of it. But this will be fine. They're 1, 2, and 3 right now, so
Forces the issue. Hit and roll nicely. He's got a very tight room, though.
So let's see what AJ does here. I hear a debate about throwing heavier weight and throwing less heavier weight.
And I've had people say that's good, didn't have enough weight. It's also how people release it. Well,
This is going to be too far out. He's not going to roll in. And he is shot, but so Justin will do hit and roll into the inside. Can you hear me, Mike? Mike, can you hear me? Can you hear me? You cannot hear me. Can you hear me now? I see the little thing going up that my mic is working. So I think that everyone else can hear me. You might have the mic that I had, so you can't. It's like very low for the person. Yeah. I actually cannot hear you either.
Going through.
Actually, I cannot hear you either.
No, he is just scooting out, and Justin administers the coup de grace, and yellow is still counting 2. Justin wants to put a third one in the forefoot now. And let's see if Scott can oblige him. Scott is a very, very fine draw.
The man who never makes exceptions. They don't even let you start a game 10 minutes early. Yeah, on this night, you're like, he won't let you change time.
Seems to have enough weight sweepers. Are a little nervous about it. No, they're back on it. It's light. May not even make it past the guard. But,
So anyone?
just slid it by.
Oh, and it slides on back. Look at that.
Because they just cheated death and got that 5. So now yellow is line 3 with 1 buried very nicely.
If anyone who is on can let us know if they can hear us, that would be great. Looking on our chat right now, so if the people watching can let me know if you can hear us, that'd be great.
It would be a shame if they missed our
Or riveting commentary. Yeah, a riveting commentary.
But, I'll have to hope for the best. All right, Craig has finally decided to start getting rid of some center guards here. He has Joel peeling one. He may even be trying to run the yellow back into his red. Let's see. It looks like a peel. Oh, it's coming to the promote. Oh, and he was thwarted.
Oh boy.
So things are not looking good for Team Stefen this end.
Arndt is playing a frustratingly defensive game right now. It is been working for them, but
I assume he wants to put one in the upper, about the 8 foot mark.
Right now you're happy. I mean, you're sitting 3.
Right. So if
you just make sure he doesn't get, block off one side. He's gonna have the other side right now. Block off one side.
Right.
So
that's why I think he'll just.
He's choosing this side. Maybe they can see more of this side.
Stone in the back would be more exposed.
I mean, I guess he could see the double there from this side. So block up that to make him have to draw to the other side.
All right, Justin's first stone is traveling.
I mean, I guess that's...
Has a nice touch. Looks like
they're starting to. I mean, I think it's for line. It's definitely not for weight.
They may go for a tick here. And a fine tick indeed. Right, basically gets his.
Sorry for the delay here.
Greg is shaking his head with, wondering if there's a better thing to do, but then just draw to the button. Joel's suggesting there might be, but
hello.
Greg is having none of it.
Me? I'm offline, or is he offline? It says I'm on.
Keep talking, Mike.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4.
Testing.
Testing.
I think it's Mike. He's offline. Give me your headset. Oh yeah, you're offline.
Well, he's more likely to make the draw the other way if he's better.
Oh, there we go.
The second end is the ice.
And we're back.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. I knew there was something off.
It did sound awfully odd. All right, Craig at the top of the second end has let it go. He's, you would think, throwing a draw to the button here, and it has some possibility. Just got to get by some guards. There seems to be a rather fatalistic attitude by the part of his vice, though, which suggests it's not going to happen. And indeed, it bounced off the guard in the front. There is no joy in Craigville at this moment.
No joy in Craigville.
No joy in Craigville. Justin is now contemplating how to make Craig even more miserable here, probably by tapping his own back yet again, as he did before.
Oh, no, I think you guard the other draw.
No need. Just block up their draw. Give them no shot for their one.
Okay, yes. Well, they decided that was a bit foolish and are doing the more conservative play of blocking off the draw.
I mean, you're going to give him a shot. He's going to have the tap up or he's going to have the draw to the other side. So they're blocking up the draw, making him have to do the tap up.
And I don't have to feel bad about it.
Quite prudent.
It's the if I do this, what options do they have? How do I cut down their best options? And he's cutting down the draw option and making them have to tap. So,
all right, looks like guard weight, all right.
Well, they're going because they're worried about over curling, maybe.
I think early.
Is it over curling?
Yeah, that is the danger, and indeed, in fact, it's on the red. They're going to hope it nicks off and can. Oh, he missed it. So
I'll count it.
This will matter.
Why didn't they sweep that?
So, having snuck in there, red is now counting 5.
Yellow.
Sorry, excuse me. Yellow is counting 5. Arndt is counting 5, and it's a draw against 5 for Mr. Craig Stefen. He's got to reach deep down inside of himself and pull a draw out of it.
Okay. Plenty of times as a skip that you face this situation. You just have to do it.
You just have to do it.
And we can all
take a deep breath. You've done it a million times. You're gonna do it again.
It's like a free throw at a certain point.
Yeah, basically what you've done. Yeah.
All right, he's out of the hack.
Let's make this close.
It's a little wide looking.
Then might be a tap, or are we doing a... No. They're worried about the weight. Oh, you gotta go. You gotta go. I'll count something. All right, you gave up 2.
All right, saved it 10 for 2.
We did that. Yeah.
All right, this is the point of a match where you say to yourself, all right, we've tried this strategy. It hasn't worked. They're taking advantage of it. They've stolen 2 twice. We have to change things up. What can we do to change things up?
Make more shots is one thing.
Well, but sometimes the way you go about the strategy can if they're comfortable with the way they're throwing, you change the way they're throwing.
Rather than second guess yourself, you're saying try and push them onto another place that they're not as familiar with.
Yes. I don't know. Obviously, they weren't able to watch the first game as we were, but Justin has been very comfortable throwing up guard, drawing behind. Maybe you start making them have to hit early on, not being able to guard, draw behind. Maybe early on, force Brian, force Vincent to hit. Therefore, bringing them out of the game that they've played all night. Maybe that changes what's going on.
Yeah, well, at this point, they just need to try anything different, to your point, just to break the streak.
So I don't know if, because he wasn't able to watch the first game, maybe in the first 2 ends he's been able to say, hey, these guys are throwing great in the front end. They're hitting their guards, they're hitting their draws. Maybe I try to make them hit a little bit more in those positions. You got to do something different, break it up, because can't keep on doing what they're doing here. So he did throw his first one went in. I don't know if that was a planned throw first in, but we're gonna make Brian hit.
And we'll see if Brian's equal to the challenge.
I mean, even for the skip, it changes things up because now you're throwing stuff that you haven't tried to have to throw for before. But Brian was way up to the task and threw it in. But again, it changes things because now there's not 2 guards up there. Now there's only 1 guard. You change things up a little bit, you know?
Well, changing things up is one of those things that can work. It doesn't have to work. And so you see what happens.
No, but definitely if what you've been doing for the first couple ends hasn't worked, you have to try to figure out what's going to keep you in the game. Obviously, trying to draw and all those things, that's what they've been doing very good at. So maybe hitting is something that can change it up, but Brian definitely was able to hit that end. So
Yes, absolutely.
now Vince is just going to draw in.
Yep.
Again, back to that strategy of, all right, we're just going to keep on drawing, keep on out counting them, and see what happens. He doesn't have to change his strategy at all right now.
And Vince's throw looks just a tiny bit heavy, but let's see.
I think it's fine.
Michael, I'd shake your hand.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Good night. You watch.
And the end result.
Ooh, I got to change this camera angle. I'm so sorry, guys.
There we go. There's yet another one in the house. All right, so yellow's got 2 partially blocked by a guard in the top of the house. AJ is preparing his big bomb. And the bomb has been thrown.
Okay. How do I
Supers
change?
are on it.
He was wide, too.
And he's on the guard.
I said it wasn't enough room to start.
Just missed that one. So AJ is ruining that throw for sure.
I don't know if I'm on the right thing or not. Sorry for you guys watching. I don't know if I'm on the right screen or not, but
Put out the center guard. Red drew in, was slightly exposed.
hopefully I am.
Hit roll and was about half a stone exposed. The next one, they came like right around and sat right next to him. AJ went to try to.
Looks like kind of a carbon copy of his last shot.
It doesn't look like I'm on the right shot here. Sorry about this, guys.
So is he proving himself?
I have to find out how to switch this.
That's the right ice.
And it just swung a ton. Came back as a perfect guard.
Yeah, exactly. They literally close their eyes and just shove it.
I am trying, guys. Let's see.
Are you still offline?
I'm trying. No, I'm not offline. I'm just trying to get.
Sean's exercising his inner producer, looking for the proper camera angle here. Meantime, AJ is going to see if he can produce a better result than last time. He's got to basically weave it between 2 guards and then smash a couple out. It's possible. Yeah. Sweepers are off.
Did he make it through there?
And it looks like, and AJ made it through. He caught one. Oh, but he jammed and took his own out in the back.
That's so unlucky.
Anyone for a game of crokinole?
What?
I don't have the right. I don't know how to switch the camera.
Oh.
Oh, then, hey, producer.
Accidental, I guess.
Play one game.
I said I was going to forecast one game.
I
All
need
right,
to show
Scott's
the near B
released
here.
his rock. He's
Yeah.
taking out the one red in the house. Looks like a good one.
All right, there we go.
Sweepers are trying to hold it.
I don't know what the heck
Gonna
I'm
have
doing
to.
here, so.
You were so confident without me. I said the whole guy.
And Scott has flashed it.
Oh, he flashed
Very
it.
unlike Mr. Scott, but this opens the door for Joel to do exactly what AJ tried, I believe, weaving his way between a couple of guards and taking out the yellow shot rock.
It is it's still a tough shot,
Absolutely a tough shot.
but
Tougher than AJ's because he's got to thread the needle more on the left side.
he's gonna try to. Okay, he's just gonna take out the top one, maybe run it back. Who knows? But to run it back, unfortunately, you're probably gonna leave yours as a guard up there. So it'll be a difficult task here.
All right, Joel did not think too much about it. He is off and running. Supers are trying to hold it. It looks like it's going to peel rather than knock it back. And indeed, that has happened.
The only difference is, yes, he now put up a corner guard to protect that red shot of his.
Right, and that was a fortunate effect.
Okay. Oh, you never. No. Oh, give him the 2 seconds. So, this must touch the outer line when you shoot it. Got it. If the other team has another must make contact.
So they're gonna do what they're gonna go with the guard now that they can't just take out the red stone.
Looks a little bit heavy. He may just push his
Does look a
own
little
back.
heavy.
It may be a nice effect, actually. He's going to push his own back a little bit.
He's gonna miss it completely. It looks like.
Does he have to then hit
Okay.
that? He would have to hit that.
Not that.
All right, makes a double possible.
Let's say he did this.
The only problem is if you go for that double, you have a very high possibility of
Taking out your own, yeah.
taking out your own.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a great overview, actually.
So right now they're gonna try to just take out that center one
Just take the
and
one.
leave
yeah.
theirs. So nose hit on the center one, which is a fine play. You know, you don't have to. Again, you don't have to be shot right now.
All right, some very big weight.
So now you must hit this.
Moving quite
And it has to
quickly left to right.
You can also
Supers are off of it.
Oh, it's gonna be okay.
It's on the guard, and nobody's happy with that
hit
one.
they hit the high guard, so not what they wanted to do.
Yeah. I know, we're not giving you 2 shots.
Not like it's kind of double fault.
All right, some consultation by Team Arndt on what to do here. Maybe a pushback, or just a guard.
I would be happy with just a guard here.
Yeah. It would be the sensible thing.
If you tap back, it's fine. So a little heavy is fine. A little.
Oh, you kidding me? Yeah, thank you.
Take no chances, though. Wants to be well out in front of those guards.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not like curling where something shuts it off. It's all points.
You are sitting 1-2.
Well, it's differential. So 35 minus 25
Right.
plus 10.
But nothing cuts it off. It's not like 2 whites and then a brown.
Looks a little heavy off his hand, but I haven't been able to judge the weight from over here at all, so they're on it. So I'm obviously wrong.
Yeah, I think it's going to freeze to it rather than guard it, but
Okay.
does the job.
Oh, you kidding me? I saw that from his first shot. He's just a quick learner.
I mean, you can have a double here by hitting their top yellow. Is it going to help much? Who knows? I mean, maybe you can hit enough to where you actually double their top yellow and drag the one you actually hit over enough
Who shot first with John?
to where it's third shot instead of second shot.
Brian.
A real dearth of good options there.
It's a tough. Tough shot. Actually, it would be fourth shot instead of third shot, because that back yellow is still going to count as the second shot. Angles, the angles. So hard to predict.
Well, no matter what he does, he's pretty much going to have to draw the button anyway on the next shot. All right, it's off. He gave it a little bit of a wrist. Sweepers are on it.
Now they're off.
Now they're off. They like the angle. He's coming right into the teeth of it, and he has taken two. Very good. Exactly what he wanted to do. And what did that bring him down to? One? Two?
No.
He gave up two?
Yeah, they're one. The yellow is still, I think.
Yellow is just sitting one. Yeah.
I think the yellow is sitting one. Ah, it's so close, but I think yellow is sitting one. So they think they see enough of it to take that out.
Yep.
Gotta be careful of it. Jam in the back. Hitting it thin enough. Oh, it's gonna be a tough hit.
Gotta throw kind of a board weight, hack weight.
And Justin might be double, or might be thinking about it, but he's gonna stay with it.
Yeah.
I would be very skeptical of throwing this hit. If you think you're number one, I would definitely just throw this to be number two. But maybe he doesn't think he's number one. I don't know.
You're at a 5 and a 5.
The shot is released. Sweepers are working. They seem to have enough room to clear the guard. Oh, it's diving.
They're sweeping like they need it.
But he has cleared the guard.
Wow,
He's
nice shot.
Got it. Rolled over a little bit even.
Very nice shot.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Couldn't ask for anything more than that.
And the draw to the button has been called.
Yep, you got to draw for your one. I mean, again, being down 3 is not after 3 ends is not the end of it. So make sure you get your one here.
Yep, one step at a time.
You're drawing against 3. I mean, it's very dangerous. You're drawing against 3, but this is what you're here for.
Tanks out there, so go for the 7. That's fair too. In play.
Just gotta fully hit the 8 foot, and you're fine.
Right, I'm surprised he doesn't give himself a little more room.
You have a lot of room to make. Yeah, I would give myself even more.
I wanted to hit and roll this way to make it more interesting for Mark.
You have a lot of room to make because you have the front of the 8 foot and the back of the 8 foot.
Exactly. Why take a chance there?
You just have to make sure the weight is in the right spot, and they are not sweeping yet.
It may be that they're hoping that it will
look a little heavy. They look heavy. It is not looking good. It needs to slow down. Slow down. It's good.
He did it.
All right.
All right, one red.
Pressure shot.
Lives to skip another day.
Pressure shot. You got to give it up to that because if he had given up the 3 there, the game was over.
That was it, yeah.
Now you're keeping yourself in it and keep pecking away.
It could really kind of, and who knows, it could turn them around to save save their bacon like that.
You peck away. You got 5 more ends to make up 3 in the hole. It's not impossible.
Oh, not at all. They're only down 3.
Yep.
5 ends to play. Worst thing you can do is get down on yourself and start dwelling on that. No need for dramatic heroics.
Always saying, I always get mad at myself from missing a shot, I don't let it. But once it's done, it's over with. I don't let it affect me for the next one. So
that's the attitude you need to cultivate. Yeah. All right, a little bit heavy. Justin's going to sweep it out. First rock of the end is actually a biter, I think. No, not a biter.
I got to change. Oh, they changed. Okay. So let's get the near and switch it out. There we go. Now everyone can see it.
I want the surveillance shot where we can look into Brian's face as he emerges forward, kind of that Olympic shot, you know, where all you see are his eyes and the rock. Guess we don't have that in our bag of tricks here.
No, I don't think so.
All right, the sweepers are struggling to get this one over.
As you have not seen them in their view yet, here they are, and they are going to get it over. Which is not what they wanted because they have hammer now, so that's pretty center for a hammer shot. Or hammer guard. A little too center, a little too high, maybe.
Yeah. All right, Ken Delfano's released the rock. Sweepers are on it.
I don't know if you need to be on it.
Do I go for that? Or do I go for that?
I would have said that too, but look at that, it's slowing way down.
No. I would stop. Stop, and it's in. That's not good. You don't want it in.
And then try bouncing into 10.
He's going to ignore it, though, so that's... Oh, no, maybe not.
No, keep that pressure on.
I agree. I agree with not. Yeah, don't. Yeah, there you go.
I'm better when I'm sober.
Yeah, some whimsical booms there.
Actually, you know what? The other side might be better because if you're wide, you end up taking out that high guard you left.
Right.
I might have stayed on that other side. I mean, they're sweeping. I don't know why they're sweeping so much.
Yeah, he's got the roll and everything.
Okay. I mean, this is still an advantage for Craig because it's pretty close to the center. You don't have to be, you know, even if you put up another guard, you're okay because that's pretty close to center to where you make them have to pressure the shot to the button. So having those two guards there, even if one's biting, it's okay because you can get around it. Just keep on throwing center.
Center's still open.
Keep on throwing center here. If you end up behind it, you're okay. If you end up light and a guard in the center, you're fine too.
All right, this one is not looking like it's going to clear the second rock.
I don't think it's going to clear the first one. But if they leave it alone.
Yeah,
You don't have to bring it in. Okay.
All right. Well, you know, as so many times, a fortuitous roll changes everything.
I'll take it. That's hard from the head. If you hit that, God bless you, Mike. Go for it. I'm all for it.
All right, Benny's preparing a takeout.
No, come over here. What are you doing? You're gonna hit that flag.
Again, but changing it up. How much has Vince thrown a takeout tonight?
Yeah, that's true.
That's a tough shot.
And he's awfully wide.
But it's coming back, and he hit it, so...
Thanks, that was fun.
No problem. Mike is checking out for the night, so maybe...
See you all in the morning, if not before.
Maybe we'll get somebody else there. If not, I will continue by myself for a little while.
Soliloquize.
I could use my many multiple personalities to maybe go in between mics and have a whole conversation by myself.
That side of you, that's actually a 12-year-old black boy. And can talk to the 27-year-old, the 87-year-old Chinese guy. That's also here. A man of many personalities.
Men of many talents or many personalities. What's the difference, right?
Oh, wanted to.
All right, we still got 3 pretty center guards there for Mr. Stefen to use. I'm getting feedback, so I'm going to turn off this mic over here and just use mine. There we go. So Vincent is going back to drawing, which again, what's comfortable, what's been working for them. He doesn't have to hit right now, so let's use it. I'd be trying to get them off that strategy as much as possible. Way too comfortable with that strategy. They left it out. So it does give Craig, who does not have hammer, to do the hit and roll to have a pretty good shot to steal if they can get this to hit the inside of that rock and roll in.
That works. Damn you, Brian, that works.
Shot is off. They're asking, nope, they're off again, they're on again. So that's a good sign if they're off and on.
Oh, yes!
Let's see if this will be good for them. It rolls, and there it is. There you go. Usually when sweepers are off and then on and then off and then on, it means it's pretty close to a shot that they want. So it was pretty close to the shot that they wanted, if not perfectly the shot that they wanted. So now with Justin looking at something preventing them from drawing the button on their shot, their last shot since they have hammer, he's going to open it up.
What time did you get up for work?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to turn it on. I turned it off. Hello, Britt.
Hello, Nutmeg Nation.
All 6 of us watching. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a question about with Alf. Is Justin and Arndt the end of the 4th score? And that was, well, they're in the 4th end. So
Yeah, they're coming home.
it is 4-1 right now. Justin Arndt over Craig Stefen. Craig Stefen does not have hammer. Sorry, Alf, if it's a late answer, but that's the answer. But Craig is in a good position to steal right now. For those guys who are watching, it is just going to settle into that 2nd position. Guys watching on YouTube.
Doctor, congratulations.
thank you.
Again, I don't know how much. Yes, 4-1 Justin.
You doing Barton?
Yeah, I am. That's a hug, dude.
I know if you're playing on Thursday.
Alf, you want to see a run back? It's a Thursday night. You don't see too many run back calls, especially on Justin's team. They've been working so well with the guard and draw behind. I don't know if how much they're going to do the run back.
You'll be with Sean Collins, one of the guys that play kickball.
You guys can't leave. You guys steal too.
Nice. It's still early. He's setting up for a steal of 2.
So, with Craig sitting 2 right now, I'm assuming he's going to put up the guard to prevent the tap back, run back, whatever you want to do with that yellow stone in the middle. Because you're not going to remove it. It's a little dangerous.
But I'm still like, I'm coming down from like the closure part of it. Oh yeah, no. Nobody wanted to win more than I did.
Oh, yeah, I know.
As a hush settled over the crowd, the shot by Craig Stefen is delivered.
Looks like a tap.
Let's hope not, because if he taps, he's tapping the yellow.
That's pretty good.
It's going to be a good guard. I think it's definitely going to... It's not going to overcurl, right? Nah, don't sweep it anymore. It might have overcurled a little much. Yellow might be able to get around that to tap them back to tap. Yep, that's what they're looking at. So...
Someone has half a beer. Did they leave?
No, it's moved.
Okay.
So Craig Steffen's guard overcurled. Did not take enough ice on that guard. So Justin Arndt has a chance to tap his yellow back to count. Alf, it is not a 10-end final. It is a 8-end final. No 10 ends here unless they tie in the 9th. Oh, did he hit it enough? Oh, it is red still sitting 2, but the advantage is that Justin opened up the middle a bit for himself. So the call for Stefen is to... I would not hit that at all. Okay.
If you could do the hit and roll and guard it, that's fine. This is correct. He's better throwing up the guard. He's probably taking the 2.
I'm hoping that Craig is calling just for a guard here.
Yeah, this is just a guard. I think it's a hit.
And not a hit and roll over. I mean, granted, yes, that prevents any kind of opportunity from them getting 2. But you're already sitting 2. You throw another one, even if it's just barely out counting their yellow, you're sitting 3. There's no need to try to hit that yellow. So just
you could sit 3 both ways.
throw your...
If he threw a perfect guard,
He's going for the hit. He's going for the hit.
Oh boy, I don't know.
I think you made it. No, it's got to come. It's got to come across. It's got to come across. Don't get out of the way. I think you made it. You're too big.
He is doing the hit.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he did do the hit.
All right, Justin's got to get 4 foot.
So, I mean, I don't know about what you guys saw. I'm sorry, I don't know how much of a delay we have.
Instead of the camera.
Craig's vice Alf is Joel. Really?
Where's Alf?
You didn't know who the...
Really, Joel missed it.
So it's Craig Stefen, Joel Lineker, AJ Hippius, and Ken Deltano as Craig's team. And then it is Justin Arndt, who is now covering his eyes because he has missed a shot. Justin Arndt, Scott Funston, Vincent, what's Vincent's last name? I'm sorry, Vincent DeMarco, and Brian Walker for that team. Hard to tell from, really, Alf, you couldn't tell that was Joel? Come on.
And I am back.
And just watching that, guys, hey, It's a game.
It really is.
Well, he had Justin Arndt knew that he missed a shot when he threw that, so we have a game. I don't know. What did Craig Stefen end up scoring there? 3? Did he tie up the game?
I honestly didn't see as I was sitting down and putting the headset on. But the first stone is a hog.
Brit, as Alf says.
Yes, sir. I am back from playing crokinole. I'm bad at it. So I'm back on the broadcast.
I don't know why, because he's just as bad at that. Ha ha ha!
Oh,
sorry,
wah, wah.
sorry, no. I jest. It is not true.
I would hope so.
He might be slightly better at commentating than Crokinole.
Oh, I am way better at this than crokinole. I just don't know how good I am at it a couple drinks in.
So I was correct in saying that Red stole 3. We are now tied, and we have a final, ladies and gentlemen.
So we are at 4-4 after 4 ends. Yellow has the hammer, which is Justin.
Yes.
All right, so we are tied 4-4 after 4 ends. Justin has a hammer. He's going to try and sweep this through, and it's going to end up in the back 12.
Not what you really wanted with, as Craig, as you came back to tie this game up. Didn't want to throw through and be in the back of the house. You wanted some guards up there. But it is what it is, and you work with it. Maybe you keep on trying to throw some guards up even with your second and see what happens. Because they are not going to get in the house with this shot, I don't think.
So, Sean, I was playing crokinole. If you had to sum up this game in one sentence, it's a 4-4 tie after 4. What would you say?
If I had to sum it up?
Yeah. One sentence. Tell me everything I missed.
Anything can happen.
Fair enough.
Anything can happen. 1 shot, 2 shots, you know, it's so crucial to that, to come close to what your skip is asking you to do.
Right.
If it doesn't come close, it changes the whole end completely, and they have to rethink everything, and it just, you know, you kind of have to, you know, you're playing on the fly. You're
right.
You're
So
making things up
AJ
as they go.
So AJ's rock chips the yellow into the house, and then he rolls into the house on the right-hand side, or for the viewers, the top-hand side. And right now, I'd have to say it's 2 red.
2 red.
So they're going to go after that stone.
And, you know, yellow is hammer, and it's those red are in the center, so let's take something out.
Agreed. Oh.
Oh, he might have bit. Who knows? Might be an advantage, might not.
Mm-hmm.
Craig is going to continue to put the guard up, hoping that they cannot do a run back double. I'm going to leave the mic for a second, and I'll be back.
Why? You can't leave me by myself.
I I have to use the facilities.
Nobody wants to hear that, so go ahead.
Yeah, that was the best way I could put it. So, as I take a pee-pee break, here's the shot. In my line of work, that is the least offensive
term.
potty humor you can use.
All right. So Sean Mayne's going to break long enough to use the restroom, which means you're all stuck with me. So the red draw, which was Craig Stefen, comes in his shot. But it's wide open, and Justin's going to go after it. And Vince has been dead on throughout tonight. Here comes the shot into view. Looks really good. And it does. It takes out the red stone. And now there's at least one yellow counting. There is up to 3 yellows in the ring with the red in the back. So Craig is going to try and set up a bigger end and take out that yellow that's counting as first shot. Here comes Joel Lineker's shot. Looks like the weight is good. I'd have to say it's control weight. And it's going to roll over to center ice and leave red at 1-2. Not a terrible position, but there is an angle for a double. So I think it's pretty clear right now that Justin's going to ask Scott to throw the double here. Hear you say that. So here's the double underway from Scott. It's got plenty of weight. I don't think the weight's an issue. Scott.
Let's see if we got the right angle, and it's a little on the inside.
No, it was a nose hit. If anything, it crossed over, and it left yellow at 1, but left red with that second shot in the back 12.
So it leaves the opportunity for them to take out and still sit 2. Joel with a lot of weight.
Wow, that's a lot of weight from Joel. I'm not used to seeing that. He's trying to blast that out.
They want to make sure it doesn't overcurl. Oh, just no. It's not what they wanted.
No, it's not a perfect shot. But if you think about it from the red perspective, it still leaves him as first shot. I know. So Sean and I come from this game from different perspectives. I'm much more of where am I at now? Sean is much more at where am I going to be? For me, that's not terrible. Sean, why is that bad?
Because depending if that shot is biting, if he hits this out, they're sitting 3.
But there's still a ton of stones to come.
Oh, that's a good shot.
And that's what I'm talking about. Yellow now has 2, maybe 3 counting.
Which is horrible. That's why you needed that second shot to stay in and not hit it out.
I vote for Sean.
Angelo is wrong because he's over there and agreeing with Sean. For no other reason other than he's agreeing with Sean. So right now, but honestly, doesn't red have a double here?
Yes, but the only way you're going to be happy with this double is if you hit it on the inside of that yellow to where you double them out, but you roll enough to you're behind that yellow guard on the opposite side.
I disagree. If you hit the yellow to the outside and still manage to double them out, you could still roll into the outside 12
But you're
and
wide
be
open.
shot.
But you're wide open.
Either
wanna
way,
be
you're wide
behind the
open.
guard.
Either way, you're wide open right now.
No. You could hit that inside and maybe roll enough, but you're missing everything. Okay.
And it
never
doesn't
mind.
matter.
Okay. So the crucial part was when they went for that hit, they had to not double themselves out by crashing into it. And I mean, you had to go for that shot, but you had to make sure you didn't do that. And unfortunately, they did, and that ended up leaving them in this position right here.
It was red.
No, I know it was red, but that was a shot that they had to not double themselves out, and they ended up. Well,
How could you double yourself out with red? There's no red.
no. I'm talking about the shot before that.
Okay.
Yeah, the shot before that. I'm sorry. So that's why that shot where they ended up accidentally doubling, but they took one of the yellows and themselves out as well.
Right.
Where they were not 1 and 2, where they were just sitting 1, was so crucial because now they're down 3, and yellow's shooting to be up 4 here. I mean, into the house for 4.
Well, this is not hammer.
I know. But it's looking really good for yellow, and they have hammer. So,
I agree. The war room says freeze. And
I mean, he does have that option. He does have that option where, he can hit, roll to the outside, and be behind those guards and still count to where he doesn't have to just sit. So he doesn't have to have the exact weight if he doesn't feel comfortable with that, but he has to have the exact spot. So if he feels more comfortable with the exact spot more than the exact weight, the hit is fine.
Important than weight is what I'm hearing.
If you're throwing a hit to roll to the outside, if he's trying to throw a sit-on, then he needs to have the exact weight for the sit-on. That is hit weight, but it's only control hit. So this is dangerous because
Definitely not sit weight.
oh, wait, he might need to sit. He needs to get off now because he's missing. Oh, he is drawing. He is drawing.
Oh, he did draw. He just had to roll nice.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if he might be one. He might be number 2.
So that was draw weight, but was it draw line?
It was fine. He just needed to be a little heavier. He was actually a little light with the weight.
Okay.
He was a little light with the weight, so I didn't mind that shot at all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd want to be number 1 here with that, if I was going to do that, I would have done the hit and roll to be number 1, other than the draw to be number 1. Alright, well, he is... I mean, it's so close. He might be 1 and 2.
He thinks he's 1
Yeah.
and 2.
He definitely
How much,
thinks he's one of
Angela? How much can he see of that rock
He can see enough of it to, I think,
to bump it back?
push it and get
So he,
not 4.
Justin must think he's 1 and 2 because he's just drawing instead of trying to push it back to be 1, 2, and 3. So he must think he is 1, 2 to just be drawing to be 1, 2, and 3.
Is wide open right now.
and they are putting up their hands like he is very heavy, but he's not very heavy.
No, it looks good.
So he's definitely number 1 and 2. What is the call for that?
I'm gonna say yellow's 1, 2, and 3.
I think they're gonna measure for it. Very big.
Whoa.
I said it was red.
So I saw 1, 2, and 3 for yellow.
No, it's 1 and 2 definite. We'll see if it's 1, 2, and 3.
I think this is a measure for 4.
No. Measure for 3.
Okay, measure for 3.
So we definitely have 2 for yellow. So we will see if we've got 3 or 2
All right, quick.
going to the 5th.
Before the measure happens.
Yes.
Red or yellow?
I am thinking...
I'm thinking red.
It's so close. I'm thinking yellow. From what I'm seeing here, I'm thinking yellow.
Bet you drink?
Sure. But I'm thinking yellow.
I'm going yellow.
No, wait.
What,
I was
red?
going with white. I was saying yellow.
You said red.
No, I was saying yellow. You said red.
I said yellow.
Oh, we can't even agree. So how can we bet?
All right, no bet.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yellow is the
yellow.
winner.
So yellow is the winner. So
3 yellow.
3 yellow. So that is not good for red.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Not good for red. But again, they scored 3 already, and they stole 3. So
Right.
scoring 3 with hammer shouldn't be like thought of it that this is the end of the game. So we can still have a very close match here
There's 3 ends to play.
to play. Yes, and you're only down 3. 3 ends to play with 3 is nothing.
Agreed.
Let's see if anything else. Let's see if Alf had commented anything else.
Any commentary?
Alf, you retracted messages? Oh my goodness.
Oh, come on, Alf.
What's going on, Alf?
We love you, Alf.
Are you still watching?
Wake up, Al. Say, wake up, Al.
We've only got 5 people now, so
Oh.
Maybe you'll pick up a few people when they get home.
we apparently are boring everybody. Oh, the Alf is still here. Hey, Alf.
Hey, by the way, Alf, thank you for spelling my name with 2 T's.
Yeah, whatever.
Nuts you, Sean. Alf's awesome. Sean Maine stinks. The end. Speaking of ends, we got 2 biters.
Red.
What is this? 7?
Red spilled in. Right now, I mean, if I was Justin, I would just hit it. Why would you not hit that red
Free
one that
guard
fell?
zone does not apply here, so why
Yeah,
not?
I would just
They're
go.
not going to hit it because they're not going to change their game plan because it's been working so well all night.
And there's a very good point Corelli said. Their game plan has been guard, draw, guard, draw. So why change up their game plan so far? And I agree.
I'll slightly disagree.
No. Ah,
Here's
go
what I'm
ahead.
saying.
Go ahead. No, I
It's
agree.
a different opponent. You
It is
have to
a
consider
different opponent.
the skills and abilities
But-
of your opponent before you say, I'm going to do one thing or another.
I mean, it's a different opponent, but you scored 2. You scored 2 and you stole 2, or you stole 2 and you stole 2. You gave up 1.
Right.
Yeah, the 3 was happened to happen, but you know what? You won the first game that way.
Right.
It's worked for 3 out of 4 out of 5 ends. Sorry.
But what wins
Here.
one game does not win another.
Yeah, but like I said, it worked for the whole game on their first game, and it's worked for 4 out of 5 ends
I am
here.
not disputing
So Unless they make you change it, why not keep it up? So
You have to consider that you're playing a different group of people and that they have a different group of skills. I'm not saying you're wrong.
no, but again,
I'm just saying
unless they make you change your game,
and
why change it up?
Change your game. Yellow flashes right now.
That could help.
That's a huge point of changing your game. The score right now is 7-4.
Yeah, if you get that Red Sox Yankees score, please let me know. I do not have my phone out, but
I have mine.
But I will let you know. The Mets. Oh, Yankees 0, Red Sox 6. Thank you, Alf.
There you go.
I'll tell you right now, the Mets are 10-1. So, hey, I'm happy. Of course, as a Mets fan, you are happy, but always dreading the worst. So, what can you do? You're always happy, but you're always dreading the worst. It was like in 2000 and was it 15 or 16? When did we make the World Series?
So let me tell a brief story.
People are like, "Oh yeah, we made it to the World Series." Yeah, but we're only gonna get better. It's like, hey, win it now because you never know when you're gonna make it back. In the next 2 years, we sucked.
3 or 4 years ago, Sean Main, who was broadcasting with me, and thank you for doing so, says to me, the Mets are going to win it all. And I go, the Mets?
Was that the year that we made it to the World Series?
Yes.
Yeah, well.
To be a Mets fan equals feeling pain. Every time we think they're good, they're going to be bad. So the fact that the Mets are 10-1, I'm not excited about.
I understand. I understand that. I'm optimistic, but the way my fandom has gone.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, hey, we made it this far. We'll make it again next year, be even better. Nothing you can do. No, you can't. You can't hope for that. You're doing good this year. You better freaking win this year because guess what? You're never guaranteed next year.
You're right.
Never. The fact that we made it to the World Series that year. Hey. I think yours is starting to go down a little bit.
Okay.
Because you have a red little microphone here. Let's see what we got here. Can everybody hear you?
Oh no, I'm muted.
Oh boy, no one can hear Britt. There we go.
All right, so I apologize. You've heard one side of a conversation.
God knows for how long.
Probably a while.
Oh, well, 6-3 now. Okay, instead of 6-0.
It don't matter, Alf. The Mets are better.
Oh boy, see, that's when it starts to change.
That's where the jinx comes. I'm gonna remute.
Anytime the Mets try to say that they're doing better than the Yankees.
Ooh, can I see that draw?
Here it is. Now everyone else is saying
wow.
It. There we go.
What a nice shot by Scott Funston. It's not one, but it's woo.
But again, you don't have to be one yet.
You gotta hit it, this way. You almost know. A little bit at 5 o'clock.
A kiss to the top button. Yes, it is. Is that why? Oh.
Thanks.
Brett has to go number 1, so we will take a break now. I will continue. Apparently, it is taboo to tell people that they have to go to the bathroom, so I will let you know every time I have to go to the bathroom, because it is quite often. And no, I do not have a problem. Al Freefield comment about that.
Come on, dig.
Oh, we got. Oh my goodness! It's the wiki wacky, and we've got. But I think that actually does help Justin. All that little wiki wacky stuff that happened right there, because now he could sit right on back of that stuff right there. As Angelo just said it, just throw one into the pile. I mean, if you're yellow now, if you can actually double them out, it wouldn't be bad, but why risk it? Just sit on them. Tap them back. I don't know what the delay is, but shots off, coming down. It looks like it's gonna hit off. Yeah.
Or scotch.
No.
Scotch? Jesus, you're better than I am.
Looks like it's gonna hit off the top. Yep, as you guys see on. That's not bad.
You gotta hit that and flop right there on the center line.
It's not bad. If you're red here, throw a guard anywhere that is gonna prevent them from doubling. Higher the better, just not so high that they can come around it. So I would say a 3 to 4 guard here is your best bet. Let's see what they get here. It's a little light. It seems light. It seems light. You need to go, right? I mean, no? Okay. So you guys are saying, I mean, now, I don't know if this is what you're saying now, but it's gonna stop at a 2. Nah, you couldn't keep on sweeping because it would over curl.
At the top of the blue.
It leaves Justin plenty of room to come around to sit on in that to sit on it. So leaves him plenty of room to do that. How comfortable he is on doing that kind of weight,
Most he's gonna get is 2.
Don't know.
Be exposed, and then you still.
Here it comes. They're sweeping right now. Oh, really light. All right, well, now he has to be able to block it up so he doesn't have that shot again.
One for me, dude. All right.
So we have Craig trying to throw a guard because he is sitting 2, but in the back of the button. So
one
he needs
semi-protected.
Yes, so but he needs to prevent that draw round so he can steal 2 here.
A steal of 2 here would be big, no?
Oh God, yes.
You hit anything.
Going into the 7th, down 1 without Hamber. perfect.
Here comes shot.
I'm assuming they're going for line. Oh, is he gonna leave? He's leaving the pocket open.
Nope. Over curling too.
Yep, he's gonna leave the pocket open.
So it doesn't take Justin Arndt a lot of time to figure out. He just to get in there.
Yep.
And if he moves things, he saves 1 to potentially 2.
He doesn't need to move anything. He just needs to sit right in there.
I'm just saying heavier rather than lighter helps him.
Yes. Gives you a chance. Heavier gives you a chance.
I mean, if heavier goes in there and you move 1 or 2 stones, you might take 2
They're
instead of presenting 1.
Right off
Oh boy.
when he let go.
Yep.
So I don't know what that means.
It's a line call.
It's a line call, okay?
Justin's angry.
And
It's there though.
Oh my god.
It's right into the pocket. Craig Steffen's upset. It's a beautiful shot. I don't know what Justin was upset about, but that was a gorgeous shot. And it's right into the pocket. And now, Sean, what the hell do you do if you're red?
You gotta sit on top of it. Get your 1.
That's it. You can't do any more than that, right? I've heard throwaway. I've heard sit on it.
Yeah, I guess you could.
It's behind the button. You have to sit on it.
Yeah, you can get there. Yeah. You gotta get to the inside of it.
Earlier in the game, the throwaway option or come up to it would be much more clear.
Since you have hammer and it's behind the tee, you have to sit on it.
Could Justin have thrown? Yes or no answer. Could Justin have thrown a more perfect shot?
No, he couldn't have. You know what though?
I don't think he has any chance.
It was a shot that he didn't feel was perfect, and the Vice didn't feel was perfect. And probably his sweeper, but them working all together.
And here comes a Craig shot.
Ended up making it perfect.
Look at this.
It's 1 yellow.
It's short, and it's 1 yellow, and we're looking at 8-4 after 6.
If it hadn't had ticked off that shot, it probably would have made it for shot.
I just have to think, as I'm watching this as an observer, that shot by Justin's was just a killer. You could not have been better.
It could be the end all of this game. That draw. But again, he didn't think he made the shot, and I don't think his team thought he made the shot.
Alpha was beautiful.
Well, it was after it landed. I think he said that after that, but you know, again, when you throw it and when it ends up at the end.
So what do we have for current score?
It might not be the perfect shot that you thought it was, but it ends up being perfect because the team got it there. And I think that definitely was a shot that Justin threw, because when he threw his shot, he was not happy, and the team got it there. So kudos to his team, his sweepers, his line call.
Bring in from that. Where are we at on score?
We are at
8-4 in favor of red.
No, yellow.
Yellow. 8-4 in favor of Team Arndt.
So
They had enough posted.
we got a little work to do by Mr. Stefen. Stefen,
Yeah.
I think, obviously needs to score at least 2. I would think 3 to make this an interesting 8th end.
Right. I would think 2 and
2 is the
min.
minimum, yes. 2 is the minimum. 3 is the optimal.
It's more live. Than what you were looking at.
Oh, so, okay. So this is what actually is happening?
This is more live than this.
Okay. A little long for red there.
Oh God, Sean's had a few drinks. Reminder, commentary
Yes.
is being recorded.
Yes, Mets are off tonight. Mets are 10-1.
Can I just ask this question
best
openly?
team in the major leagues right now.
Can I just ask
As
this
a
question?
Mets fans, you have to take that what it's worth.
I'm going to go back in time. And I'm going to appear out of a fog of mist and say to you, Sean Main,
Yes.
how many wins do the Mets have 10 games in? What would you say? 6? 7?
Not 9-1.
Not 9, right?
Not 9-1.
And they're 10-1. So back to curling. There's no way. And Sean and I are both lifelong Mets fans. As an aside, Sean Main and I suffered through 99-degree heat to see. Oh God, who is it?
And 45-degree heat with like negative 20 wind chill.
I'm thinking about the time we went and that knuckleballer was on his streak.
Oh God.
I want to say Dickie. That was it.
R.A.
Sean and I went to see a game with R.A. Dickey, in which he pitched. It was during his scoreless streak, and he pitched 8 scoreless innings, and it was 95 degrees. And we suffered through it. So a 10-1 Mets start.
It was
I don't care what
near
they do.
Labor Day. It was near Labor Day.
It was my birthday. It was on
near
May.
Labor Day.
It was in May.
Near Labor Day.
I was
Not Labor Day.
born in May.
Memorial Day. I'm sorry, Memorial Day. Wrong.
There you
day.
go.
Wrong holiday. I'm sorry.
Yep.
End of summer, beginning of summer, whatever.
It was the beginning of the summer, and
Memorial
R.A.
Day.
Dickey was on a massive streak, and we went to see them, and we suffered through 90-degree heat. But it was a great game.
Oh well. But
Yeah.
I'd rather suffer between heat than freezing cold like we have many times
on opening
at the
day.
beginning of the year for
Yeah.
my birthday.
So let's focus on curling, and it is 8-4
Yeah.
in favor of yellow. So
Yeah.
you're down 4 with hammer. What is red need to do here?
Score 4. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I
I'm
get
kidding.
that,
I'm
but
sorry.
how does that make that happen with 2 ends to go?
Well, already they have some things in their advantage.
Mm-hmm.
They have guards up.
Right.
They have things in the back of the house. So those are 2 things that can help them.
Uh-huh.
things that can help them, it's in the middle of the house, and the two things counting are yellow.
Okay.
So, take what you can get from there.
So red needs to make some sort of shift in this end. If red gives up yellow, I'm sorry, excuse me. I've had a couple of drinks.
Yellow?
If red gives up 2,
Yes.
which is what the current setting is this game over? Down
Yes.
6 coming home?
Yes. This game is over.
So red really needs a score here, right?
Oh, yes. Definitely. There's no way red can not score 2 and hope for anything.
Okay.
They probably have to score 3.
So here comes Scott, the vice for Arndt, trying to draw in, it looks like. Oh, this looks really nice.
It's behind. Anyway.
So what do you do right now? You're red. You're Team Stefen. Go.
You have to sit in there. You have to be able to score.
Oh, here it comes.
It's gonna be wide.
Oh, it's gonna do a job.
They are. They are
one
not.
yellow
It's
instead
one
of
yellow.
3.
Yes, it's 1 yellow.
A huge improvement.
You still draw. Be 1-2. No need to try to take that out.
Honestly, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes
All
Yellow
right,
Stone.
Here comes a shot. Yep, there you go.
They're gonna go.
It might tap the red in a little bit.
Short?
Yep, it is. Yeah, not bad.
Oh.
I don't know. Is it coming up to come this way and around to get to that in the back? They gotta push that yellow. They gotta push that yellow.
You gotta push that yellow back. Come around and draw and push
Port
it
is
back.
there.
I mean,
The
you don't
port
have
is there
much.
to come through.
Now with that yellow there, it's not important to go through and push that back.
You don't have much else to do.
Does it curl enough to come this side?
I think the possibility to put that yellow back is there. It's
Yep.
not an easy shot.
No. But you can still come around, and even if you don't push it back, you can still count. I mean, there's still
Agreed.
There's still 3 rocks left, so you have to figure something out.
Agreed.
What's your best opportunity to score as much as you can? 2, 3. I mean, again, you have to score at least 2, maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
And the yellow back.
Hmm.
And if you're red, this is desperation time.
No, yeah. It definitely desperation time.
It's this here bounces this, pushes that out, and pushes maybe this in, but opens this up.
That's what I'm saying, right? I know. You promote red straight back.
You should, in doing so, you should actually.
I mean, oh, what's this? I don't know what this shot is.
Okay, well, if you don't know, I certainly don't know.
They're doing angle raise.
Angle
raise?
For what?
To try to pick the yellow out of the back.
That
If
is
he's wide like he is.
Crazy,
So-
but would result in 2 if it was perfect.
Zone out.
And no, misses the angle raise and then takes out the second stone and makes your life more difficult.
You
So now it
can't-
is 1 yellow with second and third both being red. And that was in a very aggressive play.
I don't know.
It was very, very low.
Very low percentage.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
not an easy shot to make. If it worked out perfectly, you look like a genius. But that's like a 10% chance. Sean May, what would you have done there?
Yellow back.
It was not optimal either way, but you had I don't know. I'm pretty sure I shared my experience before the shot was made, but that was not the shot.
Agreed. And it's real easy for us to say that
No,
after the shot's missed.
It's easy to make that after the shot, but
that was the aggressive
it
potential
was
call.
a very aggressive. If this happens, we sit a lot, and I don't know if that needed to be made right
Agreed.
there, especially since you're trying to claw your way back in.
Right. It's not like this is a total tie.
You're down 3. Don't think about 4.
Right.
Don't think about 3. Don't think about 2 or 1.
Right.
How can you get your 2 and steal?
Right.
Don't think about 4. Don't think about 5. I don't know. So, I mean, they're down 4. So you had to at least take 2, 3 if you're happy. You know. But you had to take 2. How can you do that in your best shot?
That's going to be tough on this shot.
Wow, he's off the sheet.
Oh, boy. No.
Yeah, by the guard.
Gotta sweep it. You're going to buy it.
No, they're good. They're good.
Now there's still 2 more stones.
Right. Well, we got 1 red right now. So red's got to. I don't know. Yellow's got to figure out a way to come around and count for 1. If they draw around perfectly, their red is pretty much done. But if they leave it out anyway, there's a chance for more than 1. But right now, red is 1.
That's kind of what Craig ended up doing. He went out so far and then he ended up
Yeah, well, here you go for the draw.
the way he throws, he's going to run.
They're sweeping hard. He's wrecking. Okay. Alright, so is there any chance for red to get more than one?
I mean, if you want to do it, you gotta come from the right. You gotta come around the right side.
Alright, so if you come around.
Now that you've got the yellow.
Or the other side,
This way.
Alright, so what I'm hearing is that red has no chance to get more than two.
Two backstones out, you could have possibly four.
Is there any way they can get that yellow pushed back far enough to get more than
You can get
two?
possibly.
Might as well try it, right? You're down 4. Might as well try it.
I think he's gonna throw a little more weight.
Might as well try it.
You okay? Water? Soda? Or scotch? I disagree.
Meh.
That's your wedding? I get that.
Alright, well, they're definitely trying for a hit on something.
Gotta go now, gotta go now, gotta go.
No, 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 no.
Get it, you can't touch that red. Oh, come on, they had it.
Do they have a chance for anything else?
Well, they had a
If they
chance for
swept
at least two. And no, at least knows that they would have gotten 2, and if they came and pushed it out, maybe the front one
They
would
might
have
have been
gone
able to split it. Yeah.
Maybe, shoulda, wouldas. I don't know.
all the way.
Maybe there could have been something else other than 1, but it was a 1. So now they gotta figure out how to steal 3, which is not impossible. On a Thursday night league, it's not impossible to steal 3 on a Thursday night league. So let's figure it out, right? Just make sure you get that guard. Get the guard. Can't be in. Definitely not worrisome of not making that in the house because they swept right away. Alright, it's good.
Yeah, you know how it works.
Let me switch this view for you guys.
Agreed. There. Drink this. Roman Coke.
Really? Really?
Mostly. You're pretty ticked, old friend.
Alright. I went to the bathroom. Sean,
Wow.
what did I miss?
Nothing.
Oh, that's sad. I missed curling, right? We must have missed
Pretty much.
something. Fill me in.
Pretty much what we thought was going to happen. Red took 1.
Red
So
ended up
that's
taking 1.
exactly what Justin wanted. Them to take
Yeah.
1 and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
7th. So
So where are we at? On the town hall bridge.
you have to steal 3. How do you steal
Steal
3 in the
3.
8th?
Oh my.
How do you steal 3 in the 8th?
Did in the 4.
You take 3 points in the
Like-
8th.
I want this.
As Angelo pointed out, as you did in the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably not going to be the same strategy by Justin in that 8th end as it was in the 4th end.
Right.
So,
Oh, so he's still going for the 10.
So I think we're going for a Weagle here because
That's what I would not gonna. Yeah, I would.
because it's not. Hold on, I'll make sure I got the right view here.
Uh-huh.
Is that the right view? No, that's not the right view.
That's live.
There we go.
That's live.
Yeah.
Mwah, mwah.
So it looks to me, I can't really tell. What's the actual score of this game?
The actual score of this game right
Looks
now,
like red took one.
it is 8-5. And the people that have 5 have to steal 3.
With hammer.
No.
No, without hammer.
Yeah.
No, with hammer.
No.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks. You have to steal 3. Steal 3.
Been a long night, folks. Forgive us.
How do you steal 3, Britt?
Not with what Justin's taking out right now is yellow. And taking out the 2 front guards. Why are you asking me? You're the more experienced Skip. Tell me. All right, you're Craig Stefen. How are you stealing 3 this end?
A lot of misses. A lot of misses.
Craig, actually, now you might want to go behind the guard.
I mean, Craig's sitting 3. He's not stealing 3 right now, but he's sitting 3.
I think we can both agree that if you're going to steal 3 this end, you're going to need a 12-foot. Which is what Craig's setting up.
But you need to not leave an open draw. So
You have every single stone at the front of the house just fighting the 12-foot. That is a legitimate option.
I think there's some logic to that. I see where Craig is coming here. Looks like he's almost splitting the house. Oh, that might not be bad.
no, it's all right.
The double is there, but it's not an easy double. Would you go for it in order to try and end this?
I mean, you have to hit. You know, you have to get rid of their stones. Doubling. If you roll behind after they're doubling, hey, you're seeing 1 after doubling their stones out. That's great.
Okay, if he knows the roll too, that's fine too.
And right now they're seeing second shot after hitting their shot out. So
You corner it on the inside.
again, they have to steal 3. So
Yeah, that's the problem.
yeah.
Move it later.
I hear they're wide as a shot was thrown. So see how
It definitely
goes.
looks it. It's by the front guard. The secondary guard is going to go out, which I think helps red because of the biters. But if you had to base it on the reaction of their skip, it'd be like, eh.
You have the
I don't know.
right view up, right?
I do.
Right. Okay.
So if you're Justin, you're on stone elimination at this point, which is what that shot just
Alright.
kind of leads to.
If you're on YouTube, I don't know if we're up to date because it's really lagging, it looks like.
Just focus on what that says.
Alright. Joe just threw a shot.
And Joel makes it 3 red again. The problem is that red does not have the hammer. I apologize. If you hear munching sounds, it's me and Sean eating crackers.
I love crackers. Yay, crackers.
So here comes Scott Funson's shot. And again, yellow just wants to eliminate red stones. And Funson's shot does the job.
Okay.
Forces red down to 2. Which means that as we go to skip stones, Stefen has to hide underneath something in order to try and get 3 out of this.
So again, if he hides behind that guard, he has to try that double. He misses the double, then he has a shot to stay. So
let's play this out.
okay.
Sean, you're Craig Stefen.
Okay.
He needs 3.
Yeah.
Where would you put this? Undercover?
You have to.
All right, let's see he misses by a little bit, and Justin's able to get him out, but is unable to stick. Then what? Is it the same thing?
No, well, then you have an open shot.
Right. But Justin has the hammer.
The thing.
And here comes Craig's shot.
You're gonna leave him. You're gonna give him a shot, no matter what.
Craig's shot is a little long and is a biter at best.
It's probably a biter, but
so now you're Justin. What do you do to protect the lead?
well, you're up 3, right? The best thing you do is eliminate a stone. The best thing you can do is sit 3. So the best thing you can do is tie, so you have to eliminate a stone. So the best thing that you can do is tie.
I mean, guys, think about it. 8th end tied still means Arndt wins because he's up by 3. Oh, he's going to go totally stone elimination. He's got an outside shot at double, but he'll get the 1.
So,
and that's great.
So, if that back, oh my God, I don't even know.
So here's the thing. Right now, the count is 1, maybe 2 red. If it's 2 red,
I mean,
Craig has an opportunity to put a 3rd stone in to tie this match. And then Justin's going to have a shot to undo it. So you need to bury this stone and prevent him from getting in there to cut you down. So here comes Craig
So my
trying
shot-
to bury this stone.
My shot would be to get in the house, obviously, because you have to.
Get behind that
But-
stone.
Stop.
Oh, it looks
Gotta be
good.
in,
Can you
gotta
stay
be
on
in.
it?
No,
It's
it's not
gotta
in.
be in.
It's not in.
That's,
Oh,
that's
that
the
is
game.
it, folks. With a red stone in front of the house, the sweepers did not get it in. The shakes happen, and Justin Arndt is going to be the winner of the Thursday Night League. Wow, I thought that stone had a lot more gas than it did. Sean Main.
It's a little short. What are you gonna do?
Some stones seem like they're there. Some stones seem like they're through.
Yep.
That one was not there. Either way. So, Justin Arndt will win the Thursday Night League. And we will say a good night to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you again from Nutmeg Curling Club. I am Britt Bisson. This is Sean Main.
Sean Main.
Thank you for joining us. Have a great night.